All right, here we are going up into week 7 of the SPL, going up against, I think, one of the strongest players in the tournament. Definitely, I think, the strongest player in my bracket going to be Joe Ugarte, Joe UX9. This is going to be dicey. They have a really, really good team into mine. I think I want to open up with Whims. I think Whims is good. Whims just says I get to do a lot of cool stuff. I don't really mind, like, if I went Whims Terrakion into like Zoroark, sorry, not Zoroark, Weavile there, I think that's probably good for game 1. We're going to try this. They're not going as hard of a TR as I thought they were going to go. So let's see how this one works. We have a lot of good lines into their team as well. We have a really, really cool Zoroark set I might want to use for game 2. It's going to be like Fling, Protect, Shadow Ball, Hyper Voice. I'm trying my best to condition these things. I'm trying my best actually to just save my Regidrago for the back to clean up. So Electabuzz and Sneasler. This is going to be Ghost Tera Sneasler and Ghost Tera Electabuzz. So you have the follow me action. I think got a lot of cool stuff going your way. What do we got? Protect, Beat Up. We got really cool Endeavor stuff. And we have Sash. Thinking. You gotta click that follow me though, right? You gotta click that follow me. No issues at all, rockin' Tailwind. Tailwind EQ like low-key slaps here though. Am I wrong? Tailwind Protect slaps here. I'm not wrong. I think it's a good play. Tailwind EQ slaps. Let's see that follow me. I want to see if they make a read. I want to see if they go faint. Let's see it. Here we go. Dire Claw. Absolutely fine. If you roll the damage into it, you roll the damage into it. Not the end of the world for me. It'd suck, obviously, but it's not like the end of the world. Poison? Sleep? Where are we rocking? Sleep? Never. Lucky, bro. Good thing I'm clicking EQ next turn, right? And Electro. Awesome. Perfectly fine. Dire Claw kind of busted, though, right? Dire Claw kind of busted. That's 100% sleep roll. Cool. Yeah, I think this is okay. Our Terrakion is Mirror Herb, which I would like to get active as soon as possible. I think this is a good bring in here. Let's go. We got damage. So the one thing I really like about this is if you pivot out that Electabuzz for Rillaboom, you are able to, you're going to give my Terrakion a +1, which means I probably don't die to the damage into it. I think I'm just going to pop the energy here. Big Dragon Energy. Let's see. It's Ghost Electabuzz. It's Ghost on Sneasler. I think we have the right stuff here. I'm trying to think. I think Sacred Sword's probably good. I think I'm going to go for... I think I'm going to Rock Slide, though. If you pivot in Registeel, you pivot in Registeel, right? And if they're just, like, trying to pivot in, like, Rilla or something, that's also fine. I'd like to get the damage on the Electabuzz. Double Protect's good. They're seeing if we lock into something. They're wasting out turns on our Tailwind. That pro player Joe UX9 strat. Now let's think about how we want to deal with this. Registeel was not... I really thought we were going to see Snorlax. Like, if I go back into some of my notes here, I thought we'd see, like, Mimiwax. And so, don't lose to Registeel is one of my options. I got Weavile in the back. Like, we still do a lot. This is just a dicey game. Just want to make sure their Teras are exactly what I think they are. Yeah, Ghost and Ghost here. Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. You don't really have anything that can really swap in other than Mimikyu. That's why I'm still Rock Sliding. I want to be able to, like, do that big damage. Break that Disguise and Pin. Dragon Energy seems fine here. Because Terrakion would break a Sneasler Sash because it's faster than Regidrago anyways. I think they were also protecting there to see the order that I did stuff. The order, if it was Scarf Drago, I would have revealed that if I was Scarfed. Registeel on this damage is good. I have Sacred Sword. I want to see if Electabuzz swaps in as well to Mimikyu. Those are the right 4 mons for the matchup, I think. This is going to do good damage to Registeel. And Registeel has Fairy Tera, so like Registeel is actually going to be like soaking this pretty dang well. I don't really have good lines into the Registeel, I don't think. I think we lose this one, but we'll see what we get. That's great damage. Wow. Cool. I like that. And now we're going to be able to, like, pivot in... Is that Leftovers? Alright, Leftovers, Registeel. Perfect. So I think you just have to pivot, because they're going to pop the Tera, right? So pop the pivot. I think I'm going to pivot in the Weavile and just Rock Slide out. If you have, like, Cloak Mimikyu, you're cooking. I want to save this Earthquake for game 2. I think I am going to Tera here, though. Just because I want to not die to, like, player up or body press. And that's completely fair. Yeah, I want to see what the Mimikyu's item is. I know Joe's a big fan of Life Orb Mimikyu. I know Mimikyu's one of their, like, very, like, favorite Pokemon to use in competitive play. So I want to see what happens here. And then I'm thinking what I want to do for game 2. Maybe we just like lead. Nah, see, like that's what a good player looks like. When like I got the rip on them with like that Dragon Energy pin, and like they had the perfect mons in the back to get out of it. I don't think I bring Drago for game 2. I think I make them over respect it, and then I just go with something like a little bit different. Maybe Jirachi. I think Jirachi might be somewhat good against Registeel, just being able to flinch every game since we know it's not Cloak. I was actually really worried about Cloak Drago. So let's see here. Poison Tera busted. One of my favorites on Terrakion. And again, we got that mirror. If you like Swords Dance or something, or like Iron Defense, dude, I'm about to be cooking out here. Let's go. Nice. I'd love a flinch on this Mimikyu, by the way. There it is. I'm gaming out here. Doing my absolute best. Double flinch. I'm like straight gaming. I'm doing my absolute best gaming impressions here. We can go for... I can't believe they didn't Tera the Registeel, by the way. Kind of nutty. It's Fairy still. If we stop the Mimikyu, I think we win the game. So I think they're going to do their absolute best to take out my... Let me think about this. We have Drago and then Electabuzz. I low-key think I can get away with, like, beat up here into just Fat Rock Slide again. I don't care what they do into the... Yeah, I think that's fine. As long as I don't miss the Rock Slide, I think we're cooking. That is really good. Like the EQ there, but I want to save that for game 2. What could they possibly do to Terrakion that would be problematic? I'm just gonna flinch again. Easy, just flinch again. I never get the double flinches. We're cooking. Shadow Sneak, they're just trying to stick damage. Breaking potential Sash and Weavile, so they're going after Weavile this turn, which is a good play. We're gonna get our +3, and then it's gonna be up to Terrakion to take out like Electabuzz, Sneasler, and that's where like I think that's where the EQ value is gonna come. This beat-up's doing significant damage to me, honestly. Like, it's doing a lot. Maybe I'll just flinch the Registeel again. I really got a hit here, though. Nice. Cool. We are on the board. So good. Crit the Registeel, dude. I'm cooking out here. Is it Iron Defense? Like, are we gonna Mental Herb or Mirror Herb this, bro? What do we got? Iron Defense. Nice! That's so good. I'm showing my item here, but, like, bro. Look at this. Ah! Terrakion! Let's go! Mirror busted out here. We're cooking. Straight schmoovin' out here. I think Weavile's a good mon to have in the back. We have the EQ. So now they know that Terrakion doesn't have Protect. But like, I'm trying to wonder like what Sneasler has. It's Ghost Tera. I don't know if Sneasler has any moves that like really pin Terrakion. Electabuzz definitely doesn't. So I'm looking at what we need to do to win here. And I think we just pivot out the Weavile for Drago. And just EQ. I think that that's probably fine. You're either going to be protecting or Tera. No, I think I can just Sacred Sword the Electabuzz. Looking at what I want to do here, though. Electabuzz has Ghost Tera, though. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe had some outplays there. I do not mind the play where we pivot in here and EQ. I think that's just a good looking play. I think that I would not be surprised if Joe went for the Ghost Tera Electabuzz play. Like a Ghost Tera follow me Electabuzz play instead of dropping the Fairy on the... I think that's like how you would play to your outs, is like little things like that. Maybe I'm over-respecting. Follow me, cool. No protects, like that's what I wanted to see here. And then we get a repin with our Weavile in the back. They have the Ghost Tera, but like I think we have everything we need. Oh my gosh, he actually ate that. Wow. Another Iron Defense. Okay. So we have the Sacred Sword. But let's see what we want to get done here. That Registeel is like actually cooking here. We have Earth Power into it, so we're going to Earth Power that guy, I think. And probably just go for like... See, this is where I don't want to miss and get like speed dropped or anything weird like that. I think they could also Tera I'm just going to Rock Slide. I think that it's completely fine. As long as I don't miss, we're good. Protect Registeel, cool. I'm going to get a KO on the Electabuzz. We're going to be looking pretty in a pretty good slot. As long as we hit the Electabuzz. Come on, Shamon. Nice. We are on the board. And, like, honestly, I think the winner of this matchup locks up playoffs. I don't want to give, like, spoilers for the other coaches. But I'm more so playing this matchup just for, like, the diff. Like, so getting, like, one win, even if I lose the rest of the set, I think that's, like, really good for my differential and not, like, losing everything here. I'm trying to think of exactly what ways we lose this match. I don't know what kind of Sneasler they have. Like, if they have Sash, Unburden, or if it's Grassy Seed. So I'm going to try my best to scout for that here. Earthquake's good. I think you have to Earth Power the Registeel and just... like, I almost want to protect you, but I don't think that that's right. I'm going to Earthquake. I think that's okay. I don't mind KOing my Registeel. If you fake out the Terrakion, you fake out the Terrakion, and I get to hit my big Earth Power. And even if you go Fairy Tera, this is still super... well, it's still good damage. So you can't stop both of these. Maybe double protect Registeel could be a line. But then I get to bring up Weavile and have a fake out pin. And if they have to blow Tera here, then Weavile just does stuff. Remember, Terrakion's still sitting pretty at +2 defense. So, like, even if you body press me, I resist it and have, like, really good lines there. Let's see it. And then what are they going to be forcing in Game 2? I don't think that Regidrago is right for Game 2. There's a Tera. Cool. I think... both these mons have really good Teras, I think. Alright, so Fairy Tera. So Earth Power is going to slap here. If I can get a connect to it. Or Earthquake. Dire Claw into the Drago. Bro, works for me. We hold on. Poison. It's okay. We're going to get the KO with Terrakion. I want to see if they have Sash on the Sneasler. That's the main thing I'm actually scouting for here. It is Sash Sneasler. The Registeel does live. This is dicey for me. Oh, man, that's actually really bad. I can't believe that Registeel didn't go down. I should have just Sacred Sworded it, I think. I think that probably would have been a win right there if I just Sacred Sworded it. Body Press shouldn't KO. Yeah, not even doing anything. And then we have the Weavile pin. So, like, I think we come out and just fake out the... I think we fake out Sneasler, who just got an Unburden proc. And then you're going to protect, and then I can just Sacred Sword. So, like, fake out here into Sacred Sword here. Should be good. I mean, you can double protect if you want. Yeah, double protect's good. I can't stop you from doing that. If I had, like, a feint, I definitely would think about using that. But I don't. I have Triple Axle, Beat Up, Upper Hand. Yeah, let's think about what we're doing here. You're going to be able to KO my Weavile with, like, a close combat. I think I'm just going to Earthquake. I think they might go for, like, a double protect, but I think Earthquake's the right play. Because it'll just KO the Sneasler in every single situation. And then, like, I think, maybe, are you going to go for, like, a Dire Claw into my... Are you going to Dire Claw my Terrakion and roll asleep? If that's the case... I mean, just get that thing off the board. We have the... I mean, I could beat up it. I don't need to show that I have Triple Axle, so, like, actually beat up is good there. And I'm fine Earthquaking. Dire Claw? Dire Claw Terrakion. I go nuts. I gotta not get slept. And that's probably game. Cool. Yeah, I KO my Weavile here. I'm trying to think if, like, there's anything that Registeel can do. I think Sacred Sword will just grind this guy out. It sucks I'm probably going to KO my own Weavile here, though, because, like, it messes up my diff, but at the same time, like, I really needed to get that KO. Yeah. And then, I guess you got, like, one turn. You got one turn. What you got? You got Psychic? Bro, what you got? BP, baby. Oh, that's a crit? That's just a lot. All right, we got one turn. I mean, I might lose. I might. I think Sacred Sword gets it. Like, it just shreds right through the +4, and then I still have my +3. So you can go for your Protect. I've shown Sacred Sword already. There's a Protect. I wonder if they have to go for the double Protect. I wonder if that's the play here, is the double Protect. I think we get it, though. I think we get this, right? Sacred Sword's kind of nice. It's resisted right now, but I'm at +3. I could see a world where we don't get it. We don't have a ton of attack in this Terrakion. Do we? Yeah, we have 196 points. We have a lot. I got this. Double Protect? It's the right play? That's the right play. So, we got it. Whew. They might have been able to live that if, like, they got the second protect. But we take those wins. We got really lucky in that game. We got a double flinch. I think we got a crit. So, EQ was shown. And what do we want to do for game 2? I think that Jirachi is going to be very, very important in game 2. I'm just going to weave it in and encore that Registeel. Because Registeel is going to be a problem, but if we can just encore into Iron Defense, cool. I think we got good lines. So we're going into game 2. We saw Sash unburden Sneasler. We saw like the lefties on the Registeel. We saw like obviously Eviolite, Electabuzz. I didn't see if it was Life Orb Mimikyu. And then we didn't see the Gouging or the Rilla. I'm going to leave it the same lead. But I'm not going to bring Regidrago. I think I'm going to go Jirachi, and I'm looking at Zoroark this game. Maybe I just lead Zoroark. Like, if I led Zoroark and went turn 1 Hyper Voice, that could be very good for me. Because I don't, like, need Weavile. I don't think Weavile is actually getting many value in this matchup. So that would look something like that. But then I don't have Tailwind, which just makes the whole matchup a lot harder, I think. I guess I can bring it in the 3rd slot. Because I do think Whimsicott's good here, especially with Endeavor. I think Endeavor is going to be very good if we can get it procced at the right time. That's probably correct. No, you have to disguise the Zoroark. Almost messed that up. There we go. Now Zoroark's disguised as Whims. I can do that for game 2. And they have a lot of Ghost and Fairy Terras, so it's like Weavile is just not really... And like all the Mons that have Ghost Terra also have Protect. So Sneasler showed like Fake Out, Protect, Dire Claw. I'm assuming Close Combat is the last move. That Mirror Herb tech won me that game. That Registeel was ready to rip, and we Mirror Herbed it. And it was really good tech. I'm glad that I added it. Mimikyu Sneasler. Okay. I do not mind clicking on Terrakion's Tera here. So beat up shenanigans look like they go off in this situation. They're going to fake out my Whims and TR, I think, and I'm not really about that life. So we're just going to soak that fake out. Same thing, soak. We're going to soak all of it. Like, I think we're just okay here. We're just going to fling that Mimikyu and just Rock Slide. Just good damage here. Standard flinch. I'm going to do this just in case I don't die. Like, I don't want to get anything happen. I want to see if it's like Cloak Mimikyu. I think it'd be really, really cool. So Terrakion's popping it off out here. And note that we're not activating that Sneasler's Unburden. We're trying to break its Sash with Rock Slide, which I think is like really, really cool. And then just set it up for like EQ whenever I feel like it. Might even make a read next turn and go for like, okay, same play. We resist that. It's Zoroark. Poison's great. You got the same Never Lucky Dire Claw. But hey, I'm happy to have this happen and not like, you know, asleep again. So big fling. You got that cloak. Actually, no, Mimikyu. Mimikyu, I think, got flinched last game. I don't think it can be cloaked. So you're going to get big flinch Rooney Dooney here. Okay. Big Rock Slide. Breaks that Sneasler Sash. EQ slaps right here. Yep. So you can't hit Zoroark with this. So I don't mind. Mimikyu's Tera is Fairy double dip. So I think something like Shadow Ball Mimikyu is good here. I do not mind like Shadow Balling Mimikyu and Earthquaking. I think that's a win. Zoroark outspeeds, and it makes so you can't really pivot in that many Mons here. You can double protect. Zoroark goes down, I get to bring out Whims, and then I just go Tailwind EQ or something. That's fine with me. Tailwind Rock Slide? Tailwind something? Yeah. Protect Sneasler? Solid play. Love that for you. You know what I'm about. Joe knows how I play this game. Awesome. Mimikyu is going down. Zoroark's going to tick out as well. And then, like, I'm trying to think what we need to do to win this game. What are they going to bring back this time? Electabuzz, maybe? Thinking. We haven't shown Jirachi yet. So maybe we bring in, like, Terrakion. Oh, bring out the Whims, obviously. We bring out the Whims. If you don't get me with the Dire Claw on Sleep, I can Endeavor correctly. That's actually a really good play for me. Registeel's right here. Okay. I'm trying to think of exactly what we need to do here. I'm going to pivot in my Jirachi. No, I'm going to protect EQ. I don't have Protect. Ugh, hate this for me. I thought I did have Protect. I'm gonna beat up here. What if I just did like Endeavor, knowing that you're hitting me? No, Tailwind's good. I don't mind Tailwind here. Tailwind is good, plus Rock Slide. It's the best play that I possibly have, I think, on paper. Awesome. Good damage against everything. I got no problems. We haven't seen Fake Out from the Sneasler either. I'm definitely respectful of it. Here's the Rillaboom. Let's see if it's Grassy Seed Rillaboom, I get a +1 in my defense. Let's see it, though. Good damage here. And Tera Registeel. Awesome. So I made the right play right off the rip. Next turn, we're going to be able to weave in Jirachi. The thing that I'm looking at here is, like, you shouldn't really Iron Defense because, like, I just Mirror Herb it, right? That's where I'm kind of looking at here. Good job, no Earthquake for me, too. I really like that. Okay. Free damage. Who are we missing on? Missing on Rillaboom. Never lucky. Okay. Any flinchers? Iron Head. Okay, you actually have Iron Head, but now I can go for whatever that good move is. Endeavor D's, bro. I think Jirachi's like super clutch here still too. We'll see. You are going to Fake Out. I'm going to pivot in my Jirachi and just go for like Sacred Swords into your Rillaboom. I cannot give away this Whimsicott. We outspeed the Sneasler whenever I feel like it. If you want Fake Out Iron Head into me, that's probably GG's, right? So there's a Fake Out. I can Encore that. Nice. Iron Defense. I get the +2 off that. Cool. Alright. And I can Encore there. So I Encore. And I'm trying to think of what that Rillaboom does. We're faster because we have Tailwind, obviously. I wonder if they're going to Protect. Yep. Yep. Protect, Pivot, and Sneasler is a really, like, Joe would be too good at this game to know that I have Encore on the Jirachi, right? I mean, hey, you know what? Joe's, like, the best player that I've, like, ever played, so I would not be surprised in, like, you have a Fake Out pin or something, but we have Cloak Jirachi, so, like, we have it. We have the line that we need here. Protect, like, high horsepower crit my Jirachi could be a thing that they want to do, but our Jirachi's, like, really, really thick. It's 252 HP, 244 plus nature, so we just Encore you into that. U-turn, awesome. That's basically the same play, right? And they crit me back, never lucky. But I think that we have the right lines. I don't see our Terrakion going down anytime soon, and eventually I'm going to be able to come up with Whimsicott, go for like a big Endeavor. Yeah, I just double into the Sneasler, right? Like, what does the Sneasler play here? Close combat Jirachi, but like, look at we have the 252 HP, 244 defense. Like, we have a really good set here. I think we can just double into that slot and probably get the KO here. And you still have that Rillaboom in the back, but I think we're in a good spot. Just want to make sure that I'm... Yeah, they're probably finding a way to optimize, like, weaving in Fake Out pins, right? And the fact that I have Cloak, like, just shows that I have the right stuff here, I think. We still outspeed the Sneeze, so they can Protect, and then I can Encore that. Awesome. Fake Out Terrakion. Good play. Like that for you. Yep. Just getting damage. Just getting good damage here. And then this turn, they're going to pivot in Rilla, and then come back out and repin, Fake Out the Jirachi to unlock themselves, and we have the Cloak. Okay. So they're going to fodder Rilla here, probably, or fodder Sneasler and then come back in with Rilla. It's one of the two. Just want to make sure that I'm not losing my Encore. All right, last turn Encore. Cool. Dire Claw Terrakion, rolling those sleeps. Can't poison. Nice. And they're still probably thinking that they're game in here because they're going to Fake Out the Jirachi, but I'm going to Encore and we have it. And if you ever go for like Protect or something, we Encore you into that as well. I think there is a world where this like Registeel still like claps, but Because I think it could like one-shot the Terrakion, but I think we're going to be able to get it. And then we're like, honestly, like being able to flinch town it with Jirachi is really nice too. So I think we have our shots here. Yeah, let's see it. Alright, yeah, Terrakion should be able to get this. So they're going to fake out the Jirachi, and we're going to cloak it. And just be in absolutely amazing spot here. Cool. Fake out. Yeah, that's it. That's you know what? I prepped really hard for this one. We didn't do a team builder for it, but I did prep for this one. You can see in the slight tech with the Mirror Herb, the Zoroark set, the Cloak Jirachi, like, I had all the tools that I needed for this one. So I'm really happy I was able to, you know, do this correctly. I do think that we can just start, you know, throwing in Iron Head plus Sacred Sword. I think we outvalue here. And if you ever KO one of these guys with, like, Whims or something, like, we come in hot here, but... Eventually, they were going to run out, like, not be Encore locked, you know? But we have a 60% chance flinch, too. So, like, I think we just get this with, like, Sacred Sword. It's just going to take a really long time. Yeah, it's going to take a while. But, yeah, we're here for it. Wait out the terrain, you know? As long as I don't mess up my Encore locks, we should be good. So, pretty cool. Eventually, though, like, I think you get like 20-something iron defenses. So once we wait out the Gorilla terrain, it's going to start speeding things up. But we also, like I said, we have the flinch chance too. So we only get a certain number of Encores, but we're cooking here. And we might like Weave and Protect or something, because you only get like, you get less protects. We can also just go into Whims like whenever we feel like it. So like if you lock in Protect here, Protect's a really like potential good move to lock into, because like I can't flinch you as easily, and then like you'll run out of Encores eventually, or I will eventually run out of Encores and stuff like that. So let's just see what happens. And it's Encore, re-Encore. Eventually I could do something weird like go into my yeah, Protect's the right play here. We can go into Whims and like weave in that if I wanted to, because it just wastes a turn of Encore PP doing it this way. Now, let's see, I could still totally lose. I wouldn't put it past Joe to have some sort of serious line. I gotta just like lock in, I think, and win this. Jirachi and Terrakion, though, both kind of stare this guy down really hard. I could EQ my Whims to get its health lower too, so I could like... Right now he's not Encore locked, so I need to Encore here. So we Encore here, and then we pivot out Terrakion for Whims, and then we side beat up there, pivot back Jirachi, and we start getting more boosts. Yep. It just takes a while. He gets a double. Hey, this is wasting PP on my Encores, honestly. It is, and now this kind of throws off like a lot of what I was doing here, but I also have the Endeavor, which I think is like really, really cool tech for this matchup. I think I might just use it to speed things up. Sucks that I'm getting health back, but it's fine. Endeavor's not even really doing that much right now, is it? Yeah, let's see what happens. Alright, Grassy Terrain's gonna go away. It's gonna speed up a lot of this now. I guess this game could go to time as well, but like I have more Mons too. So like I only have 4 Encores left, so we're gonna Encore here. And I'll just stick an Endeavor. Like I don't see a problem with sticking an Endeavor here. I could probably just win like with this board, you know? That's a lot of damage. Now he's stuck using Protect. So let's see how many turns he gets stuck using Protect. And then I can just weave in the Terrakion and then weave it back out. Yeah, Endeavor's huge in that situation. Alright. 2. So if we go side beat up into Terrakion here. Yeah, side beat up into Terrakion. And then beat up Terrakion. And then next turn, we pivot out the Whimsicott for the Jirachi to get the Encore back off. But now our Terrakion's like +3 for the Sacred Swords. Yep. And they're probably going to, you know, Protect's going to go up here anyways. Awesome. Still trying my best not to fumble the bag. It's hard to do that while still like locking in and like playing everything correctly. Because like one wrong turn and this Registeel goes easy peasy 1, 2, 3. You know, oof. But we get 3 boosts here. And now our Sacred Swords are actually going to do something. And Registeel still has 1 more Encore turn. Just going to make sure though. Yep, perfect. So, Sacred Sword. Pivot in Jirachi to get the Encore lock back. We have 4 Encores left. So they're going to waste 1 by doing that Protect thing again, but then, like, I think that just means... I think we get it. Plus, like, Whims can... Like, Dazzling Gleam probably does a lot. Oh, free damage. Cool. That's too much damage now. That's it. Whew! Awesome. It took a little bit, right? It took a little bit, right? But we did it. Cool. I think all the tech that I actually built for, you know, was included in this one. Yeah, feels great. And so this should lock me up for playoffs. This gives me 5 wins, so I think I should be in a pretty good spot moving forward into playoffs. I'd still like to end this going 6-2. I might be able to like squeak into like a top 4 slot, so I can... I think you get a bye if you're in top 4 of the SPL. But if you guys are liking the content, I would appreciate you dropping a sub on the channel. I'd also go check out Joe's content. If you guys don't know who Joe is like the best VGC player in North America. One of my favorite players to watch play at regionals. They go to basically every single event. And they're still Encore locked. They're not Encore locked, so I'm just going to make sure I do this correctly. I feel like they probably would have ran a while ago, but at like the same time, we're not allowed to run. If they got that double protect there, that would have wasted my last Encore. So Sacred Sword's going to come in, and we get it. Whew. Cool. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Again, if you guys want to support the channel, think about dropping a sub. I would really appreciate it. There's me a link to Joe's channel if you guys want to see his reaction to this video and a bunch of his other games in the SPL. Think about checking him out. They stream a lot. They do a bunch of cool stuff. Definitely someone you want to be checking out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I worked really hard for this one. I worked really hard for this one behind the scenes. I didn't do a team builder for it, but like this is a pretty rough draft of what I was working on. But at the same time, like I wanted to not lose to Realist Sneasel, I wanted to not lose to Registeel, and I like hyper focused to those. And when I didn't see the lax in the team preview, that was basically what I was planning to like let them TR and then belly drum with the lax and then mirror herb the belly drum. That's kind of what I was planning on doing with Terrakion and then just sweeping from there. But I think I had the right Teras. I think I had the right items. I think my items are what won this set for me. So, and my luck in game 1 getting a double flinch. So yeah, pretty good stuff. And we'll see you guys in the last week. We're going up against Nexus in the last week. So wish me luck in that one. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.